Battle color.
Hey Cornelia. Hey
Ladies
Chris.
and gentlemen, please be seated.
You know, it's kind of funny. Excuse me. So when I was I used to be part of the color guard, and I used to have to carry the American flag. And it was unique because I was a woman that was in charge of carrying the national flag. So it was kind of, you know, Marine Corps is full of men. So when you see a woman doing a position that men usually do, you know, and it's like they used to put me on display because I was tall and a female in the Marine Corps. So I used to have to carry the national flag and the rifle bearers and all that other stuff. So we used to practice all the time to make sure we got it right. I know, Cornelia. Hey, Chris. Hey, Dre. And those Mumford Point Marines. Marine Corps birthday is a couple months from now, November the 10th. So, yeah.
Please welcome a native of East Lansing and the 37th Commandant of the Marine Corps, General Robert B. Mallard.
Uh-oh, come on. All right, so the Commandant.
Well, good evening, everybody. Thanks so much for coming out. I really appreciate Lieutenant Governor being here and our Gold Star families. And a special shout out to all our veterans. I'd ask all our veterans to stand and be recognized by the crowd, if you would, please.
Okay, y'all want to see me? I'm a vet too. Marine Corps.
You know, since 9/11, as we travel around the country, Americans come up to us and say thank you for your service.
Thank you.
When I came to the Marine Corps in 1975, it wasn't like that. And I would attribute the fact that it's changed to our Vietnam veterans, because when they came home, they were not properly welcomed back. So to all of them, I just say a simple thank you very much. To our Vietnam veterans. So I've had people come up to me and say, why'd you come to Detroit?
Because that's where...
I said, said, well, we
Why
have
not
to have that
Detroit?
conversation. So earlier this year, when we're sitting around discussing where we're going to have Marine Week, and we've had Marine Week now for 8 years. Last year we were in Nashville, the year before we were in Phoenix. And so we're at the meeting and they've named a couple of cities. And I said, well, what about Detroit? Detroit? I said, yeah, what about Detroit?
That's right.
I said, Detroit and the Marine Corps, we got a lot in common. First, there's a heck of a lot of Marines that come out of Michigan.
That's right.
We could get a few more. I said, but the Marine Corps in Detroit, we got a lot in common. We're both tough.
That's right.
We both know how to deal with adversity. We both work hard. We're good, straight up people. We like our sports, and we like to drink beer and brats and have a good time. There's water, they got a river.
Good water.
We can do a demonstration. And I'm from Michigan and I said so.
That's right. Commandant. So, of course, the Commandant of the Marine Corps is the highest rank in the Marine Corps. You can't get higher than that.
So that's why we're here. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we're really here, not just because Detroit is one of the great cities of our nation, but I thought it would be a great place for your Marines to come and for you to see them, and not the officers, not the old guys or gals like me, or the sergeant major, some junior PFC, Lance Corporal, Corporal. Talk to them, ask them where they're from, ask them what they do, and ask them why they joined your Marine Corps.
That's right.
And they'll tell you. Because they wanted a challenge, they wanted to serve their nation, they wanted to give back, they wanted to better themselves. We all have our reasons as to why we joined, when we joined, and did what we did. But I think you'll be impressed because the most important resource, not just of our country, but of our Marine Corps, are our people. And we got really good people, and they come from you.
That's right.
And I thank you for that so much. So hopefully you'll have a good time being able to watch some of the things that your Marines do. It should give you some faith in the youth of this nation, who sometimes I think get criticized unnecessarily. Obviously, people have been to too many Friday night football games or wrestling matches or any of the athletic events or been to our schools. Our young people are just like we were when we were that age. We just want a chance. We want an opportunity to give ourselves a better place in this world. They want to compete. They want to be taught. But they want to contribute and they want to make this a better place. So hopefully you get a chance to talk to them. Hopefully you'll get a chance to watch some of the demonstrations and see some of the capabilities that your Marine Corps has to keep this nation safe and keep America the greatest country on the face of the earth. So with that, again, thank you very much. I'm going to go to the Tigers game tonight. I'm trying to be hopeful. When I was a young boy, every fall, my mother and my brother and sister, we got on the train. We came to Detroit to get our skiing clothes. We went to Hudson's, and then we met my dad at the Statler Hotel, and I had prime rib, and we went to Tiger Stadium, and Al Kaline always hit a home run. So if Al Kaline runs on the field tonight, it'll be a miracle. But you gotta believe. Gotta believe. So thank you so much for being out here tonight. Thank you for your support, not just today, but every day for our soldiers, sailors, airmen, Marines. On behalf of the Secretary of Defense, Secretary Mattis, Chairman of the Joint Chiefs, Joe Dunford, Chief of Staff of the Army, Mark Milley, Chief of Staff of the Air Force, Dave Goldfein, and our Chief of Naval Operations, John Richardson. Thanks for your support to our military, your military, and we'll do our very best to live up to your expectations. Thank you very much.
Lieutenant Governor Kelly, ladies and gentlemen, by order of the Commandant, we present the Marines of Marine Air Ground Task Force, Marine Week Detroit.
Alrighty. So anyway. At the bags.
We're silent drill teams.
Anyway. It's amazing. This event came up on my news feed yesterday. And I was like, why haven't I been on it? I'm from Detroit. But I'm glad I found out. I left work to come down here and see what's going on. You know, we have the most awesome silent drill team and band in the world.
The Honorable Brian Kelly.
Well, what an honor it is today to carry the official proclamation making this Marine Week, September 6th through 10th here in Michigan.
Okay.
That second sentence of the Declaration of Independence, it says, we hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal,
That's right.
that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. The next sentence says that to secure these rights, governments are instituted among men that derive their just powers from the consent of the governed. And so we are here today to say thank you to those who have dedicated their lives to securing those rights. Here we are now, peaceably assembled, speaking freely. The service was opened with a prayer, freedom of religion. I see press here, freedom of press. And heck, if you want to come down here when I'm done, you can redress your government of grievances. All First Amendment rights that we enjoy here. And so we now say thank you to those that are essential in ensuring that those rights we have had, we will have, to recognize the excellence and the dedication, the professionalism, the valor, the courage, and especially the sacrifice. And a special thank you to those Gold Star families that are here today. And our veterans and those who are currently serving. Such a small thing to proclaim a week. 242 years. That's a long time to remain faithful, and yet they're always faithful. And so on behalf of the state of Michigan, I want to say thank you.
From the office of the governor, the following state proclamation is hereby issued. Whereas the United States Marine Corps has protected citizens and guarded their freedom for the past 242 years, and whereas the term Marine has been associated with courage and military efficiency since its creation on November 10, 1775 in Philadelphia, and whereas the annual community event, Marine Week, will be hosted in Detroit, a celebration of community, country, and Corps that will showcase the history, capabilities, pride, and professionalism of the Marine Corps, as well as honor the service and sacrifice of Marines and their families. Whereas more than 700 Marines will visit the Motor City from September 6th through the 10th of 2017, allowing Michiganders in and around Metro Detroit the opportunity to interact with the heroes who serve and protect our nation while participating in a variety of free and public ceremonies and events and communities outreach initiatives held at locations in and around downtown Detroit. Now therefore, I, Rick Snyder, Governor of Michigan, do hereby proclaim September 6th through the 10th, 2017 as Marine Week in Michigan. Ladies and gentlemen, Lieutenant Governor Calley will now present the state proclamation to the Marine Week Detroit Task Force Commander, Brigadier General Raymond Deschanel. Ladies and gentlemen, in demonstration of the Marine Corps' renowned discipline, I direct your attention to the grasp for performance by the Marine Corps Silent Drill Platoon.
Ooh, wow.
The Marines platoon represent nearly 7 decades of marching and rifle drill precision. Premiering at Marine Barracks, Washington, D.C. during the Sunset Parades of 1948, these Marines performed a precision drill in hundreds of public appearances throughout the United States and abroad each year. In addition, they represent the Marine Corps at numerous ceremonies in the National Capital Area, honoring visiting dignitaries and heads of state. Comprised of highly trained infantry Marines in Marine Barracks, Washington, D.C.,
they are like so smooth. Welcome to my world. I love these guys.
Weighing excess of 10 and 1/2 pounds. Representing Marines around the world, the Silent Drill Platoon demonstrates the finest in Marine professionalism, spirit, work, and discipline. The platoon commander is Captain Gregory.
I know a lot of Marines didn't like that. A few good men, but these
ladies and gentlemen,
guys
Marine Barracks, Washington, D.C. is proudly presents the United States Marine Corps Silent Drill Platoon.
But watch the precision. They practice a lot, but it's awesome. I better get back in my spot. I had a kind of good spot, so I want to let's see if I can't see it from this angle. Let me move down. So. Look at these dudes. I'm glad I'm kind of tall.
ladies and gentlemen, the United States Marine Corps Silent Drill Platoon.
It's funny, it's amazing how you could be out for so long and you like looking at the commands and looking at them doing their little right shoulder arms, their forearms right now. So it's like everything just come back to you. Just come back to you.
Outstanding! Simplify!
Hoorah!
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise and play Marine Corps.
Okay, now this is where I'm supposed to lose y'all at, because you know we're supposed to stand at the position of attention, but I'm doing my live video. Of course, the Marine Corps hymn, what you do is you're supposed to stop doing whatever you're doing to stand at the position of attention, no matter what you're doing. So it's like one of those. Octavia, those rifles are ceremonial. Hey, they're ceremonial rifles, so it's one of those. So of course I was geeked. I saw my fellow Marines, and there's a lot of Marines out here. And what they told me was they're going to be here all week. So they're going to be here all week. So I'm kind of like excited. She said they're going to be on the waterfront all week, and it's a lot of Marines. So it's like, hey. So of course, you know me, I'm gonna go talk to some in a little bit, and you know, that's one thing, when you belong to a group of people, you know, once a Marine, always a Marine. That's how it is. You know, you're just a Marine. So it's like, hey, it's one of the better times. I'm proud to claim the title. You know, I got a lot of Marine Corps friends on my Facebook, people that I keep in my life for the rest of my life. You know, my best friends, Marines. So it's like one of those, you know, when you're in, you know, it's like the most disciplined branch of the military there is, you know, and to claim the title of something so big, you know. Hey, thanks, Octavia. To claim the title of something so big, to be one of the few and the proud. Everyone can't make it, can't do it, can't make it through Marine Corps training. Hoorah! Hoorah! Former Marine. I'm a Marine. Okay. Never a former, absolutely. Right? Yeah, but go talk to some downtown. You know, and it's amazing to me because when I got out the Marine Corps, I still have my uniforms, but I never put them on. It was like one of those, when you in, you don't think about how much you mean to everybody else. You know, people view the Marines, I mean, they put them on a pedestal. You know, it was a part of just belonging, you know, being a part of a group. My best friends, you know, you have friends for a lifetime. friends for a lifetime. It's like one of those, I can't even explain it. My first duty station was San Diego. And some ladies that's on my timeline now, you know, we were the, like, you know, the Marine Corps color is green, you know. It's like you all, your family. It's a family away from home. Everybody is family, part of belonging. And when you go to your different duty stations, when you're not around your own family, they become your family. That's who you see day in and day out. Just a group of people that you just bond with. As I was saying, my first duty station was San Diego. I saw Foster on here. He was a staff sergeant when I first met him. I was a PFC Lance Corporal. He was a staff NCO, and they took us under their wings, and we just had a great time. They made San Diego memorable. You know, my girlfriend, one of my best friends, Sunshine Moore, Juanita, my stank thing. I met her in San Diego back in I'm about to tell my age, but it was back in 1988, 89, 88, I want to say, maybe 89. Joanne. I met her at recruit training. We went there in 1986. So of course I'm telling my age, right? It's one of those things that you just, Sally, Karen, Melissa, Fred, we all were stationed in MCRD San Diego, and I want to say that was like one of my favorite duty stations. Kurt, I think Kurt is on my timeline. One of my favorite duty stations. I met some good people, lifetime friends, and it's like one of those, to belong to a group of such diversity, such uniqueness, you know, belonging to that family. And when I went to first duty station was San Diego, so I was there. Went to Japan. My daughter happened to be born in Okinawa, Japan. So it was kind of different, you know. People's like, "Oh, you was born overseas?" My daughter is proud to tell people she was born in Okinawa. You know, I was born in Okinawa, so people don't believe her when she tell them that. But yep, she was born in Japan. I was in Japan twice. I was over there in 1990, and I was again, oh my God, what was it? 97? I forgot when I went back. Was it 96, 97? But it was like, you know, to be able to go to such places. San Diego, South Carolina, Virginia, North Carolina, DC. So just to be able to travel, and like I said, to belong to the few and the proud. When I was in, you know, very few females in the Marine Corps, and it's still not as big, you know. They're still outnumbered, the men still outnumber the women. Mad crazy, I'm sure, you know, but women, they didn't know women was in the Marine Corps. My first duty station when I was in San Diego, I used to do public affairs, and it was a male recruit depot. And it was amazing how so many people, when they would come there, they didn't know it was women in the Marine Corps. And so when they found out that I was a woman in the Marine Corps, you know, so, hi, how are you? I'm good. My name is Mary. I see your little head. I was in the Marine Corps. Hi. Yeah, I was in the Marine Corps. Yeah. I was in there from 80 to 2000.
Oh, okay.
So a long time ago, but super cool. Hey, yeah.
I got out in 97, so I was there from 76 to 97.
Okay.
You live here?
I do live here.
Have you heard of the Marines?
You know, actually, I have this one that's on my news. She invites me to the events, but I'm always caught up. So I thought I want to start getting into it because I saw the month for Point Marines, and I was like, oh, you know, the Marine Corps birthday ball.
And next year we're having the Women Marine Conference in D.C.
And I think I'm gonna go. I think I always say I am, but I said I want to get back involved.
It's gonna be a year. It's gonna be over Labor Day weekend in September. in Washington.
I'm sure Mary will probably put it out there because she always putting things out there.
But it'll be a group of us going.
Oh, really? Well, let me give you my card so you can have my information.
Okay, and then I'll call you and then I'll exchange mine.
Okay, reach back. I'll see you outside.
Yep, this is Robin. Hi, how are you?
I'm good.
Sylvia. We work at the VA, so.
Oh, okay, now I go down there a lot. My dad, he's there at the VA.
Oh,
And he's at the nursing home unit.
Oh, okay.
And so I go down there to see him. Wait a minute, look, I got 2 cards. Let me give you, this one's my work card, but it's 2 different cards, but both of them you'll get me. So it doesn't matter. Yeah, but
Yep, so.
But I was excited. I found out about this on Facebook. It came up on my news feed. And I was like, wow, it just came up. So
That's good.
I was laughing because I used to be a color sergeant. So I'm thinking about carrying that national flag because I had to carry the national one, right? So you got the little rifle barrier. I'm like, oh, I remember training. And they always put me in everything because I was a woman. And I was tall to them. So they made me do everything. So they was like,
So where were you stationed?
actually, my last duty station was a great duty station. I was stationed in Virginia Beach.
Oh, okay.
But I was just saying I was in Okinawa twice.
I was in Okie twice.
Yeah, I was stationed at MCRD San Diego
I
and
was too.
Paris Island.
Okay.
So
Were you at MCRD San Diego?
in 1988.
I left in 87. I got married and got transferred in 87.
I was stationed, no, I got there 87. I was there 87, from 87 to 1989. Then I went to
We left
Japan.
in June of 87.
Where did you work at over there? Comptroller. I was just saying, I did the public affairs. I worked in the public affairs office. So I did all the command visits. We came to the depot, we had to show.
That little light skinned girl that was there, she had 2 babies while I was there.
Yeah, but I was telling them I used to have to do the command visits, and a lot of people didn't know women were in the Marine Corps. So I used to have, everybody from the States come. Yeah, and they used to have me take them around because I was a woman Marine. I was a little PSC Lance Corporal, so they'd be like, well, here's a woman, So I had to take everybody around.
They had, I was so thrilled. One time I was out there for morning colors because, the building had to come out for colors. And my high school came.
Oh, wow, okay.
So it was real cool. I had been out of school for about 8 years, but the librarian remembered me and the gym teacher remembered me. And I was like, wow.
So you worked in the comptroller. Was it in the General's building? Okay, because you had the General's building, you had RTR over there and stuff like that. So one of my friends on my timeline, he was a staff sergeant. That's what I was mentioning. He's a staff sergeant, and he was at RTR. So of course they took us under their wings for whatever reason. So we like gullible. It was my first duty station, so we had a blast. And a lot of most of the people that's on my timeline, that's still my friends, was from my first duty station. I mean, I'm just saying, the first duty station, we had a blast.
Mine, I still, 40 years ago, from Camp Lejeune, North Carolina.
Yeah, so it's exciting.
It is.
And I was just saying, things like this, I've seen them all the time, but I was telling the girl, I was like, I know y'all been out here forever because I hated that hurry up and wait.
Right.
You're out there for hours waiting on the event to start. But now you're just like, yeah, and then I saw, okay, they had the commandant. I was like, okay, that's exciting. I was trying to think, Monday was, I think, the commandant when I got out. Monday.
I got a picture of him on my phone.
Yeah. So, look, if I come in here right now, it might not be. But anyway, just make sure y'all get in touch with me, and I want to come out.
How are you tonight?
Good, hi. Oops, don't let me fall.
I got you.
Yeah. No, I was just telling them I was in the Marine Corps.
Oh, yeah?
There's a lot of vets out here.
Oh, yeah.
And I had found out about it on my news feed. So
Okay,
I'm just walking around, just taking pictures of everything. And I'm about to get out this rain.
Yeah.
So, anyway, so that is my life. Women Marines. Everybody want to take a picture, so this is what they're doing. I don't particularly care. Look, I told them, I said, when I was in the Marine Corps, I have very few pictures of me in my uniform, which is incredible because I had stayed in for so long. So, you know, to sit there and... I know! You love my hair, Derek. Thank you. Look, women, we pay to be beautiful with our pain. But they said the Marines are going to be here all week. They have some kind of thing going down on the waterfront. And she was asking me about it. So, like I said, it's exciting, you know. When you're a part of something so big and you don't realize how big it is. You know, I didn't realize it. I didn't appreciate it. You know, I was just in the Marines. Oh, well, I'm a Marine. But my mom, she told me, she said, I used to always tell people, my daughter a Marine. They be like, there's women in the Marine Corps? Is she gay? Is she gay? I'm not gay, but no, I'm far from. But that's what they used to always think, because they think that women in the Marine Corps, we want to be men. And so it was one of those, I'm glad I was female, a woman Marine. And it was exciting, like I said, and there's a lot of vets out here. All of them, you know, proud to be Marines. And I was looking for somebody, but I can't see who I was looking for now. So, But it's raining out here, so, you know, it's like, I gotta get out this wet. I don't want to be wet no more. But I'm glad it waited. Did you see how it is? We commanded the weather. It didn't start raining until after everything was over. Awesome, right? That's what we do. We are like, as Marines, we could do anything. We could command the weather. We could do whatever we want. I used to tell people, you know, people used to say, especially when I used to come home, they'd be like, dang, you're brainwashed. You just think that, you know, being a Marine, just give you access to whatever. And I remember when I would come home, I wouldn't really wear my uniform. And people be like, you need to put on your uniform. Why are you ashamed to wear your uniform? I was like, I wear it all week. You know, when I come home on leave, I don't want to be a Marine. I want to be a civilian for a minute, you know. But I would always just not want to put on my uniform. So I would wear it, and anytime I would go out with my uniform on, you get so much attention. Drinks, and I'm not a drinker, but they'd be like, okay, well, we'll buy you drinks. We'll do this, we'll do that. Send that Marine a drink. You know, so the guys, the recruiters, they used to like to hang out with me, right? Because they know, as a woman in the Marine Corps, you command attention. So they'd be like, come hang out with me. And I get drinks, and I give it to them like, what you drinking? What you drinking? They'd be like, dang, I like hanging out with you. Because you get all the drinks. You know, but that's the Marine. And I laugh now because it's like one of those, dang, that used to be me. Drilling, hate to drill. I used to hate to drill, but I used to get in a lot of trouble. Private Chatmon, they used to always talk about me because I was the girl who would drill, and they say, why are you walking? I'm like, I'm drilling. I got the left right now. No, but your arms are swinging. Private Chatmon, you got to stop swinging them arms. So anyway, just bring back a lot of memories. So I just had to come out here. I'll probably try to go to another event, but I wanted to come out here for this one, you know, to see the silent drill team. You know, something like I said, we used to take it for granted, you know. I used to date this guy that, well, I won't even go into that, but I'll leave that one alone. That one taboo. But anyway, you know, I used to be a color sergeant. They used to get a kick out of a woman as a color sergeant, right? So they used to have me carrying the national flag. And I had the flag bearers, not the flag bearers, the rifle, I'm trying to think of the dang on name. Rifle guards, they used to have to guard the flag in case it fall. So the guys, if you see at the beginning of my video where they came out with the national colors and they had a rifle, and that's not what they're called, and I cannot think of it right now, but they walk around on the side and you all got to be in step, and then you got to get a command, and then you got to present the colors. So, and carrying the national colors, they can't hit the deck. They couldn't fall. They couldn't. So you had to do everything exactly right. And do you know how heavy that dang on thing was? Marching around with it, practicing all day, and then you sitting there for a ceremony, whatever ceremony they have. You practice it for hours, then you got to sit there and stand for hours to present the colors. I was like, oh my gosh, you know. But it's kind of comical now when I think about it. Because I'm like, why do I get picked for everything? They're like, well, you're tall enough. You know, you could carry it. You're tall enough. I'm like, I'm only 5'7". So you say like I was the tallest thing. But the thing was, they wanted a woman to do it because I was a woman Marine. And, you know, they like that image to show people that the women do the same things that the guys do. But it was painful to sit there and carry them daggone colors. But it was exciting. It's just looking at all the Marines they have all over. Just, I don't know, make me feel good, you know, just make me feel good. Just to, I don't know, like coming home. Like coming home. So, anyway, I just wanted to show you all a part of my life that, you know, used to be one of those Marine, you know, so I feel good to just experience that. And I'm laughing now, but I was just thinking when I used to go out, like San Diego, of course, that was my first duty station. We weren't legal. So me and my girlfriends, we would all, I was the youngest one. I was the youngest one, so I used to get this one girl, Debbie. I used to get her card to hang out with. She was one of the older ones out of all of us. So I get her card just to sit there and be able to go out with the guys, because all my friends were older. They were staff NCOs. Here I am, a PSC Lance Corporal, hanging out with staff NCOs, you know, and they always had my back. So they always would get us in the clubs. We was too young to go, so we'd hang out with them. Me and my girlfriend, Stank, Sunshine Moore, we'd hang out with them like, oh, they'd be like, have you ever been? Yeah, we've been. Because the guys, they didn't care how old we were, because they wanted women to be in the club with them. But it used to be funny, because they'd be like, you a Marine? Yeah, I'm a Marine. Well, I ain't no Marines look like you. Well, how do Marines look? They look like guys. Like, nah, far from a guy. But that's what the image they had of us as being Marine. You know, they had a stereotype of how women Marines should look. I used to go out in the field. I got a lot of stories, Cornelia. I probably could write a book of my time in the Marine. It would be an interesting reading, believe me, if I was to ever do that. Boy, baby. Whew. But I'm serious. I used to laugh because people did not know women were in the Marine Corps. And then when they would find out you got decent looking, beautiful women or whatever, you know, they would always comment, you're a Marine? Like that's like next to impossible for women to be in the Marine Corps and be attractive in the Marine Corps. So I used to tell people, I used to be proud to tell people I was a Marine, because it wasn't that many of us. So the guys always outnumbered us like 10 to 1, 20 to 1, depending on what duty station you went to. So it was great. And the thing is, you know, to be a part of a group of people that inspired loyalty, you know, hey, it's always no man left behind. And a lot of times when I think about that movie, A Few Good Men, I remember when it first came out, they were saying that it didn't represent the Marine Corps in the right way. And to be honest, it's one of my favorite movies, and I think they kind of like, some people might not like me saying it, but I think it kind of it touched on it great, because our thing is weakness is not tolerated. You know, certain things is not tolerated. You got to be part of a team. You know, you can't display this, you can't display that, you know. But I don't know. I don't know. It's just reminiscent of a lot of things. A lot of things. And to see all those Marines out there made me proud once again. To know that was my life, and a big part of my life at one point. Queenie, she joined the Marine Corps. So, trying to convince my son to be one of the few to prouds, you know. So, I think he'll get it together one day. My daughter, she'll be a Private Benjamin, so she can't join the Marine Corps. She'll be Private Benjamin. But, I don't know, I just wanted to do this Facebook. Got a smile on my face. And the memories that it brings, wow. So I'll probably come down here tomorrow. I want to see what they're doing downtown, you know. Wow. But anyway, I gotta go. Let me go and look, do some other work. And I'll get back with y'all later. But I wanted to share my life with you all, especially that part of my life. And that's it. So hopefully the people who didn't see this video will get a chance to see it. I'm gonna post it. And my friends who I gave a shout out to, my first duty station, San Diego. I know they're on my timeline, and actually we're talking about getting together, so that makes me want to get together with them guys even more. Because like I said, you know, we all were family away from family. And no color. We're still looking for my friend Gonzi. Gonzi was part of our first, it was a group of us that just bonded, you know. And Gonzi was a part of that group, and no one's heard from her. So I'm gonna put this on YouTube, and I just want her to reach out, because she was one of the people that, she went to recruit training with me as well. And I've been able to contact a lot of people that just stayed in my heart. And she's one of them that I haven't been able to find, and no one in our group have been able to locate her. So, Lydia P. Gonzalez, we're looking for you. We miss you. We love you. And hopefully somebody know her. So anyway, gotta go. But anyway, thank you for joining me. Y'all have a good rest of y'all day. Bye.